Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Gimme That Take, the fastest growing live golf podcast of 2023. Stick around for more takes like this.
I'm very excited for
Absolutely.
this week.
I'm kind of blown away at how many players in the field have connections to Oklahoma. Um, Gooch, obviously, he was won the last two tournaments. He's Oklahoma State alum, along with Ualine and Charles Howell the third. And then you also have two more Oklahoma State players, Wolf, Chichara, and Oklahoma University, Abraham Answer, also
Wow.
in the field playing. So
That is
yeah,
quite a few guys, quite a few big name guys.
I mean, considering we only have 48 players in the field, a
right.
good number of them have connections to Oklahoma. So which is really interesting of all the places.
My boy Wolf.
Yeah.
This might be the week where I get my my Aaron bet fulfilled and get my free dozen golf balls. A nice Matt Wolf win would be great.
What's going on, everyone? This is Jerome and Jay with Gimme That Take. Aaron is not going to be joining us tonight. He is celebrating his 52nd birthday. So
Happy birthday, buddy.
Please, happy birthday, bud. Please reach out via social media. Let the old man know how much you care about him. We didn't, so you guys need to for us.
That's right. That's right.
All
You're
right.
suffering from quite the sunburn right now. So drop some
you know
aloe.
what? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it too. I played 18 and it was an absolutely perfect day today.
Oh, good for you.
Out at James Baird, and but I got fried. Wore
Yeah,
shorts.
yeah.
What a mistake. Back of my legs are just sizzling.
Well, you're clearish. You're very white. So that doesn't
extremely
help.
white.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know, it's been sneaky hot, right?
Yeah.
The sun's been like it's been beautiful out. High 70s now for the last couple of days, but it's sneaky hot. Start getting the sweat going down your back, but
it's absolutely
yeah,
perfect
man.
out. So we're here to talk about Tulsa starting on Friday. Shotgun start at 12:15 local time. I'm super excited about it. Jay, how do you feel?
Super excited, man. Cedar Ridge Country Club. They're talking big fans again, similar to Adelaide. So you gotta be pumped about this, man. The crowds are starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. LIV's starting to get more followers, and you love to see it, man. I'm very excited for this week.
I'm kind of blown away at how many players in the field have connections to Oklahoma. Gooch, obviously, he was won the last two tournaments. He's Oklahoma State alum, along with Ualine and Charles Howell the third. And then you also have two more Oklahoma State players, Wolf, Chichara, and Oklahoma University, Abraham Answer, also in the field playing. So
that is quite a few guys, quite a few big name guys.
I mean, considering we only have 48 players in the field,
right.
a good number of them have connections to Oklahoma. So which is really interesting of all the places.
My boy Wolf.
Yeah.
This might be the week where I get my my Aaron bet fulfilled and get my free dozen golf balls. A nice Matt Wolf win would be great.
We are in a pretty unique position too, considering the fact that we get to make our picks here right now. And,
yes.
And then he has to follow it up on it.
I think we should just give him the worst odds. Like, what's his name? Sihan? We gotta I think he automatically just gets him.
No, he can pick whoever he wants out of the grouping. There's a part of me that wants to try and go with Gooch, but I just feel like that might be a mistake.
It's a popular pick.
I mean, he would be, right? But like,
I mean, you
why
gotta
not wait? Do you play the hot hand? What do you think?
I mean, you need points. Yes, it's season long, but it's not Papa Golf Alpha Tour season long. You know, there's a lot less events, you know, grouped into a smaller time period. So yes, there's some strategy, but you got to get people while they're hot. You got to get points. You know, you never know who's going to get hurt. If anything, God forbid anything's going to happen to these guys. So, or the season gets cut short for some reason, you never know. COVID-3, you got to just be prepared for anything and get the points while you can.
True. So true. So true. So let's start off there. Who's going to be your pick this week?
Oh man. I gotta say I didn't do my homework on that Oklahoma information you had there. So
I know. I told you we were gonna do the holes, and I figured I'd just drop this on you. Get a nice little.
You almost should have picked and then told me after the show, but you're giving me a little bit of
I'm gonna give you advantage. I'm gonna give you an advantage. I'm gonna let you pick. You're in the lead.
Man,
you might as well.
I'll tell you, Anirban Lahiri's been doing some great things lately. Jediah Morgan looked good. Man. Perez has been sneakily staying around the top of the leaderboard. You know what? I'm going to... Man, this is a tough one this week.
All right. So you're still
like
thinking
we talked about.
I've already
you know what?
picked him out.
I'll pass my first pick to you.
Charles Howell III. He has been in
really?
the top. He's been in the top 10. He is one of the more consistent players. And so I'm going to go with him because what I need is consistency. I could shoot for the moon.
You need points. You need
shoot for the moon, but what I need is consistency. If I consistently do it, because you had kind of a small week this past.
I did,
tournament,
yeah, and I'm
and
I'm in jeopardy this week.
Aaron to make the wrong pick, and if I can stay consistent with people that are in that top 5, top 10, it'll put me where I need to be as we get closer through this.
Yeah, that's understandable. So I think I'm tossed between Anirban Lahiri and actually Phil Mickelson. I think after the Masters, he's really come around with his game. I think he played great last week. So the last 2 rounds, I think he's trending in the right direction. If I can get him in a top 10, I think that'll give me a good amount of points to either stay in the lead or stay right in the hunt. But
so who's it gonna be?
I think I'm gonna go with Lahiri this week.
Okay.
I got faith in my boy.
All right, locked in. We'll see. Obviously, Aaron will post something on our social media and everything like that, denoting the all the picks, including his. But we get a little jump on the competition here because he wanted to spend time with his family.
Yeah, I'm happy with my pick. I like it. I'm ready.
One final thing to go over that I just want to talk about because I saw this little blurb on the LIV site is that this is the last LIV golf tournament before the PGA Championship, which is the next major in Papa Golf Alpha's calendar. Gooch and Lahiri have both recently received invites, raising the total number to 12 LIV Golf League members that are scheduled to complete.
Let's
include
baby.
2021 winner Phil Mickelson. What do you think about that?
Well, I think Phil winning in 2021 and then deciding not to go in 2022. I think if he comes back in 2023 and puts on a show, maybe a win, that would be epic. Epic. Not only good for golf, good for LIV, I think, and good for his game. And I think he could do it. I think, listen, Phil, inevitable. He's won majors, right? Mm-hmm. He's got the major history. Doesn't matter about age. He showed that in 2021 by being the oldest person to win a major. I mean, let's not count him out. Let's not count him out. He hasn't played great golf in the last few years other than that PGA Championship, but his game's trending in the right direction.
I mean, I feel like if the LIV players have a same showing that they did in the Masters, this whole conversation that's been happening for the last year or so is really going to dissolve even further, and the more respect will be put on the name of LIV Golf and its players.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, but I think there will always be haters. There'll always be Rory McIlroy. No, but there'll always be that group that follows the Rorys.
Yeah, but
that follows the
Rory's
Schefflers.
been choking lately. Rory
Sure,
really hasn't been doing
sure,
anything.
but it doesn't
all
matter
the shit
what
talk. All the
it
shit
doesn't
talk,
matter
and
what he does.
choking.
It's still gonna be people that are gonna just be against it because he is.
No,
So I
that's very
think
true.
it'll definitely take time, but I don't think you're wrong. I think you know, a really good showing again in Live. Live guys in another major, back-to-back majors, you know, for what it is. I think it'll be huge for Live for sure.
Absolutely. So let's get into it. Cedar Ridge Golf Club in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. What a fucking name for a town.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. So
Great movie, by the way.
Absolutely.
Love it. Little Christian Slater.
God.
Man.
Now he's doing sitcoms and stuff like that. How
wasn't
mighty
it like Harlem
fallen.
Globetrotter or something?
So we got a par 70. The yardage is going to be 7,213 yards. The course was designed in the 60s and redone in 2016. Let's see here. They host state championships and national qualifying tournaments. Cedar Ridge is currently ranked 5th best course in Oklahoma. So I don't know why we're not playing at the #1 place in Oklahoma, but hey, what do I know? The nines
Tulsa Open was there.
Right? The nines will be reversed for the LIV Golf Tulsa course, playing par 70 instead of a 71 as it normally does for members. The 360-yard 12th hole, number 3 hole for the members, is the shortest par 4 on the course. It's severe dogleg left that will likely prevent players from attempting to drive the green. So now we're going to go to the course's website and we're going to break it down. Jay, you have 1 through 9. Take it away.
Yes, I'm doing hole 1 through 9 as displayed on their website. Okay, so I'm not doing the reverse. I'm doing 1 through 9. Hole 1, par 5. It's going to be playing around 530 yards. Pretty average for those guys. Definitely a birdie opportunity to start. Long hitters will definitely, you know, prove beneficial on this hole. Pretty straight, 275 yards, right side bunker,
Slightly
lined by
downhill.
trees, which seems like most of these holes. Beautiful course. Looks like an absolute beautiful course. A lot of trees. Oklahoma course, a lot of trees. Wind definitely going to play a part on this hole. If it is at the if it is with the golfers, it's going to play a lot shorter for them, obviously. Against them, it might be a get there in 3 for some of the shorter hitters, but definitely a birdie opportunity for most of the guys, especially if the wind's on their back. Second hole, par 3, playing about 185, 190, mid to long iron. 4 shot, it's going to end up in the creek. That's the biggest thing on this hole. You got to have some accuracy. The green's not too big and definitely a little tricky. Hole 3, big dog leg left, par 4, about 360. Wow. A good layup shot probably gets you about 210 yards. With a 150 in. Again, over a creek lined with a stone wall. That guards the front right portion of the green. 2 bunkers, one in the front, one in the back right. Green slopes from back to front toward the water. So anybody that gets to, if the pin's playing more in the back, you got a little bit easier chance at a lag putt or made putt by keeping it short just over the water in front of the green. If you're behind the pin, if the pin's in the front of the green, you're behind the pin, you're going to have a downhill putt. So it's going to be a little trickier, a little slippery. 4th hole, par 4, a little bit on the long side, playing about 430, uphill fairway. Leave a long approach shot to the green. There's 2 bunkers that guard the right side of the fairway. Definitely an accurate drive needed here. Large undulating green guarded by 2 traps in the front left, front right, 2 midway fairway bunkers. 5th hole, par 5, 560 to double dogleg. So you're going to dogleg left, back right on the green. You got 4 bunkers guarding the green all the way around. You're going to need a well-placed second shot to have yourself a birdie opportunity. A lot of guys will probably lay up on that second dogleg. Give you probably like a short 70 to 150 yard wedge, depending on where you put your second shot.
Yeah, this hole definitely looks like it will reduce the amount of birdie opportunities
Yes.
that normal par fives would offer.
Yes, it looks like if you're in the tree line on your drive, left or right, it's 100% a 3-shot hole for sure to get to the green. Hole 6, par 3, playing about 190. There's water cutting in front of the left side of the green. It's not an easy tee shot. You have that in your mind as well. And it is a large green, but it really depends on where the pin position is. Water can definitely come into play on shots that come up short.
I feel like they're going to put the pin kind of to the left side, water side with that large bunker too.
Yes. More obstacles. They don't want to make it easy. It's the 5th best course in Tulsa. I mean, come on, or in Oklahoma. It might be the 5th best in Tulsa. Who knows? Hole number 7, we have a par 4, about 445 average. Sloping fairway from right to left. So definitely going to favor the cutters. They can go into the hill, stop the ball. So 4 bunkers, 3 of them are lining the green, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Hook tee shot to the left. Could go into the hazard. Like I said, bunker guard's a tricky green. Hole 8, par 4, 440. Narrow landing area off the tee makes players take their chances hitting a driver. You're gonna have to. I mean, it's a lengthy par 4. Deep green, 40 yards. 40 yards green. So the approach shot, you definitely got to pick your spot. Pick your spot, be confident on it, take the swing, kind of keep yourself within, close proximity of the pin, because you don't want a 30-yard putt, right? We're talking 90 feet. So you got to really pick your spot and be confident in your approach. 9th hole, halfway through. Last hole in the front 9. It's wide landing area. Okay, fairway's pretty decent in the range where most golfers would be off the tee with either a 3-wood or a driver. Slight ridge that runs from left side could definitely make the placement of the second shot important. Greens also, like most of the other ones on the course, guarded by some bunkers on both the left and the right. Doesn't seem like any of the holes so far have 1 bunker on the greens, 2, 3, or 4. So definitely going to take some accuracy.
Looks like this one has
course.
the water on the right and the bunker there on the
water
left.
on the right side of the green, bunker on the left. So yeah, it's definitely going to be, so far halfway through the course description, it looks like we're accuracy is going to pay off here. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
What do we got, Jerome?
All right, here we
Bring us
go
home.
with 10. All right, slight dog leg left. Second shot slightly downhill. Large green guarded by pot bunker on the left side and larger trap on the right. Green is also has a slight ridge running diagonally across, making the placement of the second shot very, very important. It's a par 4, probably 445. Moving on to 11. It is a par 4, like 385, relatively short, dogleg right. Definitely going to need proper placement. There's a bunker guard in the left, right at the turn of the fairway. So it's really going to try and trap people in there.
This one's interesting because this is one of those ones where it's playing 370, 380 yards from the tips. These guys can hit 330, 340. Are they going to take that approach of the cluster trees on the right side, take off a ton of yardage? This could be the number 1 birdie hole. Let's call it now. 11,
Absolutely.
I think we're going to see a lot of birdie holes.
We'll have to figure out what hole that's actually going to be on the course since they
right. Not
everything.
only because it's short, because there's short holes out there that definitely are not, the difficulty level can be raised, right?
Even if it's my question is
yards,
how tall are those trees there on the right side?
Sure, that plays a huge role. But I feel like a lot of the guys that cut the ball, especially somebody like DJ, who's long and cuts the ball 99.9% of the time, he can hit that left bunker as a target mark. That's right at the bend and just bring the ball. I mean, close. I think he'll have flick wedges in.
Absolutely. Moving on to 12, par 4, 415. It's an uphill fairway, makes the hole a little longer yardage wise. Second shot is also guarded by bunkers on either side that narrow it in. placement of the tee shot is going to be really important to set up an approach. I think this is relatively straightforward of a hole. A good sized green, guarded by bunkers on the front side on either side. But I feel like this is pretty straightforward, and I think this might provide a lot of birdie opportunities as well.
Definitely.
Moving on to 13, par 3, 240. It's longest par 3 on the course. Bunkers surrounding the green and steep embankment on the left. So you got to be on point with this. Moving on to 14, par 5, 530 yards. Typically, this hole comes with a strong south wind, and fairway bunkers on the right side require precise shots from the tee. Green is surrounded by several, 1, 2, 3, 4 bunkers. So your approach with your, second shot, I feel like this might require a lot of people to lay up before going right onto the green. What do you think?
Yeah, this one looks like a narrow fairway. Heavily guarded heavily guarded green, tons of trees on the right. You can't miss right. This might be one of the harder holes if we're going off of picture and description.
Absolutely. Moving on to 15, another par 3, 205 yards. It does vary with tee placement. So judging by that, they're probably going to be on the longer side, like 205 yards. The two-tiered green is 45 yards deep with bunkers on the right and a pond on the left. So precision is very important. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, again, I feel like a lot of people are going to be bailing to the right. You do have pretty good waist area on the left, which seems to go the entire length of the green. You do have bunkers on both sides of the right side, but you know what? You might find some players steering clear of the left hazard and even going at those bunkers. Because most of those guys don't mind bunker shots. And if it's nice soft sand, I mean, they'll put it close, up and down pars. Depends how the course plays. But yeah, you might see a lot of guys bailing right.
All right. Moving on to 16, par 4, 470 yards. Let's see here. Looks relatively open. Bunker right around the landing area for most players. I think a lot of the players on the tour though are going to be driving past that fairway bunker. Looks a little bit, driving 300 yards, definitely get past that.
Another narrow one.
Yeah. With severely sloped green it's one of the most severely sloped greens on the course. Wish it told me which way it slopes, but judging by it's got flanking frontside bunkers, it probably slopes towards them.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine.
Moving on to 17.
Another tough one, I think, is going to be 470.
Dogleg right. A lot of trees on the right side, so, it's going to prevent players from cutting. You also have that pond there on the left, close to the...
large pond.
Yeah, large pond on the left, close to the green, along with, flanking bunkers, kind of front right, back left. 455 yards. What do you think?
This is another one. I feel like it might throw some of the guys who do naturally cut the ball into a loop and be forced to make a decision they might not want to make and have to come in with a draw. That draw, when you're not naturally hitting it, could find them in the water, could find them bailed to the right. So this might be another one. This is the second handicap hole, so the second toughest hole on the course. So according to the course itself. So this one looks like a doozy. This one looks like a doozy. Plays as a par 5 for women members. So yeah, this is gonna be a tough par 4.
Wrapping everything up on 18, you have a par 4, 440 yards. Pretty straightforward, but very narrow in its construction. You have fairway bunkers that kind of compress down the size of the fairway, along with 3 bunkers that surround the green on all sides towards the back. What do you think?
Yeah, I think one thing what I think to close it out, what we're seeing, narrow fairways, sloping greens, lots of trees. To me, this is all about accuracy this week. If you're not hitting the ball accurate, you're not hitting confident swings, you could really struggle here. It doesn't seem like it's that long of a course, but it sets you up for failure if you're not confident. So I think because of those narrow fairways, heavy sloping greens, and a lot of trees to get in trouble with if you're not accurate off the tee, I think that in itself will make this a little bit of a challenge for some guys. And I think the more accurate players are going to benefit here.
Absolutely. So looking at the weather real quick, scattered thunderstorms all 3 days.
That's going to come into play too.
Chance of precipitation at 60%. How big of a factor do you think that's going to have on the players?
I think that in conjunction with what I was just saying, they got a test ahead of them for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're some of the best players in the world, we'll see what happens. I think there's a couple holes in here that can give some guys some trouble some days, and the guys that perform highly on those holes are the guys that are going to come out on top.
I agree. So did you play any golf this week, Jay?
This week we did. I was with you, sir, and our buddy Austin and our buddy Rob. We had a golf outing. Went great. We we tied at a embarrassing 4 under par in a scramble. Probably the lowest. I'm not just saying this either. It was the lowest scramble score I've ever got. We were honest, which is one thing we can take away from it. But it was we first went, tell a little quick story. I never told a quick story in my life, but we went hour and a half drive or so to the golf course. We get there, there's no cars there.
We went to a golf course.
To a beautiful golf course, Thunderheart,
gorgeous,
up in Freehold, beautiful course,
gorgeous.
And there's no cars there, maybe 2 or 3 cars. So one of our buddies gets out to go take a piss, comes back, and he says, "Hey, just talk to the guy at the front counter, and there's no golf outing. There's a tournament next weekend, but no golf outing." Yeah, okay, you're playing a joke. But he wasn't playing a joke. Luckily, the course that we were supposed to be at was only a couple miles up the road, so we were able to get there in plenty of time, have a good time, and we tied at 4 under. And the gentleman who was running the outing, he went to the scorecard starting at the first hole instead of the hardest hole. And he said, "Oh, well, you guys got a 4 and they got a 3, or a 5 and a 4, whatever it was. So you guys came in second."
No, we shot a 4. We shot a 4. They shot a 3.
Sure, that we shot a 4. They shot a 3. So we didn't win anything, but it was a great day.
It's good to know that you're still not harboring any bitterness towards them for that.
I mean, not on air.
We went back to the cards.
A little sleep that night.
We would have lost either way.
Yes, we probably would have lost either way. We didn't deserve to win anyway, shooting 4 under. Everything felt good.
They deserved to win shooting 4 under?
Somebody had to win. It shouldn't have been us.
Do you think we were the youngest overall team there?
Yes. Yeah, I think there was one other group of younger guys, late 30s. I think we might have just squeaked them out. We were. There was a bunch of old guys.
Well, next year that tournament is our bitch.
Yeah, but it was great. We got to meet some guys from Ireland who brought the what was it now? The 69th Infantry. You got it there. You got the bottle.
You're talking about Fighting 69th?
Yeah, Fighting 69th. So there you go. A little free advertising. Awesome, smooth, delicious. The guys were cool. We ended up getting signed bottles from the was it the headmaster brewer?
Yeah, from the master distiller.
Master distiller. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So we got to take that home. Yeah, I heard Jack Black's The Peaches song for the first time. It's been stuck in my head ever since. Phenomenal.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and no, it was just a great day. Beautiful weather. Couldn't really ask anything else. Good guys, good golf, and good drinks. It was fun.
Did you play any of the golf this week? Was that it?
I did not. I have a good lineup coming up for the next few weeks, though. I have what are we at? The 9th. I got a tournament on the 20th, a 27-hole tournament on the 20th. I got a P&G's golf outing in New Paltz, which you're going to be in that too. It's phenomenal golf outing for anybody that knows New Paltz, New York, and knows P&G's. It's a bar restaurant up here. They put on one of the best golf outings you can ever do. It's a best ball 2-man tournament. Awesome. I'm doing it for about 10 years now. It's great. What do I got? First weekend in June and second weekend in June, got the DeStefano tournament. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's a match play tournament. June 9th, we got another golf outing. June 30th, we go away to Pennsylvania. So I got a lot of stuff lined up. A couple more tournaments in July. So the golf will be flowing, but it's been definitely a slow start, mostly because of the weather.
I was really lucky since the last time we recorded. I played last Tuesday, and I played Friday with you. The wife and I went and played 9 at College Hill on Sunday, and I played 18 at James Baird today. So
you've really been out there.
I'm investing.
You have 4 handicap now.
You
You know what is nice?
19.
You have see, here's the thing. If my wife played golf, I'd play every day. It's you got to clean the yard. I love my wife. She's amazing. Shout out to you, Christina. But, we got things to do, right? Take the kid to soccer. We got to go here. We got to go there.
We have the luxury of not having kids.
So things happen. Things happen. So, but I got, like I said, a good lineup coming up, and I'm excited to get out there and play some good golf. I really feel like I've only had one 18-hole round, one 9-hole round, and then the scramble that we just had the other day. By mid-May, normally, I'm 10 rounds in, easy.
I know. I have like 12
so
rounds
I'm way
in
behind
so far. So I'm excited about an absolute jam-packed year of golf. Speaking of golf, get out there and play. Let us know what's going on. Speaking of social media, check it out. We're on YouTube, obviously. Check us out driving to work. Put us on podcast. We're on Apple Music. We are on Spotify. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so that you hear when we're posting stuff. Reach out to us on social media. Tell us about how your golf.
Yes, reach out. We want to hear from you guys. We want to
make sure to reach out to Aaron and wish him his old ass a happy birthday. I kind of feel bad for him. Not only is he sunburned, but he's about to get pegged tonight. So, but good for you, Alyssa. Give it to him. Good for us.
That's right. And like Chris said, get out and play, man. If you have an hour and a half and you're not doing anything, and you can choose to mow the lawn or go play 9 holes, go play 9 holes. Get out there and play. Take advantage of any opportunity you get.
Absolutely.
The lawn can always be mowed. All
right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Hit him straight.
Peace.
We'll be right back.